Probably quite a few. Okay, it says I'm live. We'll see if I'm actually. Oh, there we go. It's waking up. Hi, everybody. It's what we should have done. We should have restarted the internet.
Do you want to do that right now?
Nope, I'm already live.
Oh, okay.
I should have restarted the internet. Hi, guys. How are you? What's up? I think there's a little bit of a delay. My internet must be pretty bad because there's no comments yet. And normally there's comments by now. It's going to be a minute. Let's see.
Not getting anything.
Nope. There we go. Hi, Blaze. Hi, Bonnie. Everything they popped up really fast. Oh, hi, Don. Hello, everybody. Let's see if I put that there. Yeah, it's in the way. It is. I have notes. I have notes on my phone. I am not going to talk very long today. We actually have some people over from church. Hi, Danette. Oh, I forgot you have that. She has a fun thing, the little phone holder thingy. Hi, Uncle Big Guy. Oh, good. Thank you. Hi, Lindsay. So we have people over visiting. I just made a whole keto meal. And so I'm just stepping out for a minute to go live. And I actually have a talking point today. Bonnie says, I was away with my husband for a few days, so catching up and saw you live. Hello, darling. Hello, Holly. Hi, Tom. How are you? And Julia. Hello, we're getting more sternly worded live titles. I know. My daughter was like, you're going to put that? I was like, yeah, I'm going to put that. I'm not your drug dealer. Because I'm not.
Sassy.
I'm just going to warn you guys. All my Sunday lives are probably going to be something of a replay of what I learned in church on Sunday. Our pastor's son actually said that his dad had asked him, what did you learn, with watching this one speaker? And his son actually said that God is not my drug dealer. And I was like, oh my gosh. So everything that he said in this whole sermon, I literally sitting there taking notes. Oh, you can't really see it, but those are my notes. They are there. They're there. I swear they're there. It's just not showing you.
Sure.
So a lot of this was from our church today. And so much of it's so good. And it applies to the way that we eat. It applies to the way that we live our life. And I think that it's really important for us to start focusing so much on the mindset piece, because I think I've made it pretty clear there is no one size fits all. I cannot give you your answer for your perfect macros. I cannot tell you what is going to work for you. So when the pastor said, I am not your drug dealer, I was like, that is so true. Your drug would be, this is what's going to work for me, and it's going to take all my pain away. It's going to take away my inflammation. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to XYZ. That is your drug. I'm not your drug dealer. But I could be your seed distributor. Let me explain that. Lindsay says it would have been funny if your title was, I'm not your drug dealer, but I know a guy. Right? I did leave the ellipsis in there. So technically, you could fill in the blank, right? We totally work. Normally you're on your TV and can't usually write comments. There. But that's a terrifying thought, me on someone's TV. I don't know why it freaks me out. I'm like, no, computer or phone. I imagine that. Can you see all my wrinkles when I'm on the TV? Sorry, I digress. So, not your drug dealer, but I could be your seed distributor. What do I mean by that? I can give you a seed. And this seed, you're going to have to take it. And you are going to have to sow it, plant it. You're going to have to nurture it. You are going to have to weed around it. You're going to have to water it and feed it and take care of it. Because if you don't, it won't grow. I could give you the perfect formula. I could give you the perfect everything, but if you don't implement it, if you don't take it and see it as yours, as something that you need to take care of, then you are not going to succeed. I've worked with enough people to know that it's not going to work if you don't truly want it. And if you do not have any skin in the game, if you do not take it personal, that this is for you. It's not for anybody else. It's about your health journey. So I can give you your seed. I could give you 18 different seeds, honestly. And we really don't know which one of them is going to take and which one of them is going to grow and which one of them is going to work for you. But the thing is, you have to do the work. You have to take what you're given and you have to implement it. You have to be logical about it. You have to go, okay, they said this, but for example, Dr. Boz's stuff in her little book, which is, it's somewhere, I don't know where it is, in her little what to eat guide, it's got spinach, it's got almonds, it's got almond milk. How many of us are going, I don't do oxalates? And we could get offended that she's promoting oxalates. Well, if for her and a lot of her people, oxalates aren't a problem, it doesn't matter. They can use those. That seed doesn't apply, or maybe it doesn't apply right now. So I can give you a seed and I can teach you how to nurture it and water it. And which is funny because y'all, I legit have black thumbs. I have one plant in my house that I have not killed in 8 years. That's it. I've killed every single other plant. Maybe that's why I did so good as a carnivore. Right? You could bring me plenty. I'll take plenty. And this is Richard's grandfather's plant. So the fact that I have not killed it is like
A miracle.
a serious miracle. It really is. Why is that stuck to it?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Down it goes.
Whee! Here's plenty.
Planty's our friend.
I barely kept him alive, and he's suffered ever since the RV. I'm gonna be real. He really has kind of suffered. So I can give you a seed.
And you can grow like that.
Or a seedling. I can teach you what to do with it to keep it alive. Although if you want to know any more than beyond the seeds I can give you, you're going to have to talk to Lindsay because she knows exactly what to do with all of her plants, except for maybe her money tree. I love you, Lindsay. Dropping money leaves. Oh my goodness. It's very hard to kill an ivy plant. Amen to that. Oh my goodness. It's terrible. So the problem is seeds take a long time to grow. They take a very long time and it's very, very slow. And we live in an age where we've been conditioned to expect all of our problems are solved in about an hour and a half. And when you think about that, it's pretty funny because that's the average length of a movie. We live in the age of Amazon. How many people have noticed that Amazon's Prime delivery is not 2 days anymore? Mine is 6 or 7. And how much of an inconvenience is it for me that my stuff isn't here by 2 hours? 2 hours, 2 days. That's the world that we live in, instant gratification. And you have to build an entire storyline and then a problem and then solve the problem by the end of the movie. Or this is where, trilogies come in as well. It takes 3 movies, so we're up to like 6.5 or 7 hours. Oh my gosh. Before we fix the problem. But the problems are all fixed in a day, in literally less than a day. Even if you're watching the trilogy or like all the Star Wars movies back to back to back, you can still get them in like 24 hours. The original 6 movies, I'm just saying. So we've been conditioned that I want results in an hour and a half. In the time that it takes to watch this movie, I want to see results. And I think that's one of the reasons that we end up giving up. We give up hope. But when you think about planting, and if you've ever used any kind of from seed to plate method, it takes a long time. And so let's say you get your seed and you plant it, and it takes forever to grow. First, you got to get your seedling, and then you got to go plant it, transplant it to the actual garden. And then you got to weed it. And here in Wisconsin, let me tell you, the weeds grow in a day. Weeds I can grow like nobody's business. So you have to take care of it, and it takes an entire season for this plant to yield its fruit before you can eat it. And then your work isn't done, because come fall, you need to look at seed saving. You need to let some of it go to seed on the plant itself, let it dry out, and then you got to go out and you got to collect it so that you can have the seed for next year. So, and of course, yes, harvest, you got to do, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work to have a garden, and it's a lot of work to grow your own food. And we've kind of lost that, because if I want something, I drive 20 minutes. For me, 20 minutes is a long way. I drive 20 minutes to the store. I have to walk into the store. I have to go down the aisle. I have to pick out the thing, go check out, pay for it, get sticker shock, drive home, and then eat said thing. It's in less than a day. And I have my cauliflower mac and cheese. I have my whatever it is that I needed or wanted. Whereas if I'm growing it myself, it takes a whole season. And then what about for the future? Do I need to put into my future? Do I need to save some of the seeds so that next year I can grow more? This is the kind of stuff that we need to be thinking about. I'm not your drug dealer, but I can be your seed distributor. And at some point in time, one seed is going to work for you, and it's going to be fantastic. And then you're going to have to shift. You're going to have to change. You're going to have to alter. Maybe what you're doing isn't really helping your seed grow the way that it should be. So let's change it up. That's where I can help you. I can help you look at other alternatives, but so much of it has to be with your mindset, where you're like, I know it's going to take a while. And of course we always say you didn't get sick overnight, so you can't get better overnight. And yet we still kind of expect it. We're conditioned to have instant gratification. Alaska, wintertime. You want strawberries? Go get some. They're there. Maybe they aren't right now. Like, some stuff is, it's getting a little hard to find some places. So I think we need to start taking responsibility for what we are doing, and not expecting someone else to come in with the magic formula. Continuing your education, learning more about what you are doing on a deeper level from different sources, because we don't all know everything. Emily and I, we work together a lot. We complement each other. She knows things that I don't know, and I know things that she doesn't know. We work together. This is why I think it is important to continue your education, continue listening. But most of the time, I think it's a good idea to try to keep it in the same realm. I wouldn't say listen to Dr. Boz and then go start doing the high protein stuff as well. Pick one. Just pick one to try and see how you feel. If it's not working, then yes, start shifting. But while you're there, try to learn as much as you can about that situation, about what that protocol actually looks like. And be careful when you're offering advice to other people. Sometimes we think that our opinion is encouraging, when if the person takes it the wrong way, it becomes very condemning. Which is why I always try to, on any forum, well, what I found worked for me is, I don't start with, you should do this. I go, well, you could consider trying this. That's what I did and it worked for me. Or I know, my cousin tried that and it did not go very well for her. I've not personally tried it, but it didn't work for her. I always try to speak from my experience because then they don't feel like I'm coming directly at them and I'm trying to tell them what to do. But it's funny because that's what a lot of people want. They want to be told what to do. But then when you tell them what to do, because there's too many people telling them what to do, then they're like, oh, I didn't ask for your opinion. It's like, but you kind of did. Like when you come on and go, what should I do? And then you tell them and there's 18 different opinions. And then they kind of get up in arms and they're like, I didn't ask for your opinion. It's just funny. It's like we want the answer, but we want the right answer. And if you don't give me the right answer, I'm going to get upset about it. It's kind of funny. So I try to function and offer advice not from my opinion, but from my personal experience. And I find that people receive it a lot better. My adult children, I could tell them all day long, don't do that. That is not a good idea. I do not 100%, 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Don't do that. Psh, you don't know what you're talking about, Mom. Oh, it'll be fine. Or I could try this approach. Oh, yeah, you could absolutely try that. Please let me know how it goes because when I tried it, this happened and it was horrible. It makes them step back a little bit and go, oh, maybe it's not all sunshine and rainbows and sprinkles and butterflies. They're like, I didn't think about it from that way. And at least then they know to be a little bit cautious. And I'm not condemning them. I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just simply saying, I tried that and I didn't make it work. So if you can figure out how to make it work, then please share that with me because I would love to learn. If I'm the one that's like, please teach me, then they're much more willing to listen and participate and take into consideration what I'm saying. And that maybe they don't know better than I do. I'm just saying, I think in my 20s and then again in my 30s when I started calling my parents and apologizing and thanking them for teaching me what they taught me and for putting up with me thinking I knew better and for not listening when they did offer advice. So it's really funny. I can look back on so many things. Yeah, my parents were right. And I'm very blessed. I am very blessed. I have amazing parents. They're still married to this day, 52 years, I think. So I know a lot of people don't have that. But I had really good parents. They did it right. They did it right the first time. My brother and I didn't really ever rebel. I had 10 out of 10 best childhood ever. I didn't know that bad things happened to people until I was like 30. So very interesting. My parents are so amazing. So it's not about the quick fix. It's about a consistent life. And that does not mean you have to do the same thing over and over and over again because it's going to work for a time and then it's going to stop. I can pretty much guarantee you something is going to stop, whether it's blood work markers that are moving in the wrong direction or you begin losing your strength. All this, there's so many things. And it's not all about your diet. Unfortunately, it really isn't. I recorded with Siobhan Huggins on Friday, I believe. So I have my Dave Feldman interview that's going to go up next week. And then I recorded with Siobhan as well. And she said, I can't remember if it was during the recording or if it was afterwards. And she said, I will very grudgingly admit it's not all about the food. There's an awful lot to it about the mindset. And she was on fire. Like the advice that was coming out of her was incredible. And she was like, oh, I'm going to stop. I was like, don't stop rambling. Like, it's so good. Everything she said was just dripping with wisdom. It was incredible. So that is coming up. So you guys can look forward to that. And I have one more note. I have one more bullet point on my notes from church this morning. And it hit so hard. And it was like, yes, Oh, I don't want to hear that, but yes. I'm going to tell you that I don't think that there is a perfect formula. I don't think that there is like your perfect way of doing things to get your results. With that being said, wounds from a sincere friend are better than many kisses from an enemy. I truly do care about each and every one of you. I really do. And I want what is best for you. And I would rather be the one to tell you, I don't think that there's a perfect formula that I can give you. Not to say that there isn't one, but you have to find it. You have to work on it. You have to get your mind in a good place where you're willing to go, I'm going to try this and see what happens. And if it doesn't work, I will make adjustments and I'm not going to take it personally. I'm not going to think I'm a failure. I'm not going to think that, this other person is out to get me. That just didn't work. And I have to keep my mind in a good place. If you can do that, I will break the bad news to you. It's going to be work. It's going to be hard because what I say to you out of love is better than being lied to by people who don't have your best interest at heart. They have their bottom line, and that's all they really care about. That's what they are worried about. That's how we got here. That's how we ended up with the epidemic of terrible foods and our health epidemic, because it became not about the individual, about the human. It became about the bottom line. How much money can we make off of this? There is no money in healing people. So that's where we are. So it would be better for me to tell you, it's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard. And you're going to have to put some work and you have to really want it. Like really, really want it. And for some people, diet isn't even the place to start because they'll try to start with the diet and try and try and try and try. And it doesn't work. And they keep failing and they keep setting the bar way up here. And so they're jumping and trying and trying and trying. And all they go is, oh, I failed. Oh, I failed. Oh, I failed. You have to lower the bar, change your goals, give yourself something that is attainable. And sometimes that is simply reaching out to a friend who you haven't spoken to in a long time and trying to comfort them. You would be amazed at how much it does for you as a person when you comfort someone else. When you can help someone else through a struggle, you can be there for them, just be a shoulder to cry on. It can fill you up. Now, there are definitely the people who come to ask you for the same thing and it drains you. For some, like I know my people. I know my people that I can go to that will help fill me up. And then I know the people that will drain me. And lately I have been so busy. So busy. Honestly, my daughter is the one that I spend most of my time with now. I am really not on my phone that often. I have so much to do. When I am on my lives, I am at my computer. As soon as I am done, y'all, I still have my boots on. I still have stuff to do. As soon as I'm done, I will be up. I will be out the door. We still have people here that we are entertaining. We had them over for lunch today from church. I have a lot of stuff to do. But the message this morning was so incredible that I wanted to come and bring it to you because I think it was really important to say and to think about things in a different perspective. When you shift your perspective and your thinking, it can mean the difference between success and failure. So, yes, I think that food is absolutely the foundation for a lot of people. But for some people, even that is too much. And you have to get other things in place before you drive yourself crazy trying to figure out what you're actually going to eat. Anyways, I should go because they're still out there talking. So I'm going to let you guys go. And I hope you got to take something away from this and that it spoke to you. And if you needed to be a little bit pushed to move in a direction, I don't know what that direction is. I hope that it did. And if you needed confirmation that you were on the right path, I hope that you heard that, because that is my goal, is to support you guys and to help you guys. And whenever I have these revelations, I try to share those with you, because mindset is so important. It's so much about where it's really at is your mindset. And we can do amazing things if we believe in ourselves. So figuring out how to believe in yourself sometimes is exactly the magic key that you need to find your success. So, okay, I'm going to read a few things really quick over here in the chat, and then I will go. Usually it's hard to kill a peace lily. I'm terrible. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Lindsay and I. Yeah, we could kill peace lilies. I said something earlier. I called the stove something. It was hilarious. It was so wrong. It was like dirt or something. I don't know. It was I said it so wrong. Apparently my words are getting away from me today. And protect the seed plant from predators. Yes, Blaze. Oh, that's brilliant. I think it's good to be hopeful. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, if you lose hope, nothing's going to work. Nothing will work. I love when you think about it. Sound is creation. If you speak it into truth, if you say this is never going to work for me, I'm never going to get better. You're right. You're never going to get better. You have to have hope. You absolutely have to. And that's part of that mindset that we have to live in and thrive in. It's hard to solve the complex equations for health when there's 1,000 variables, and part of the issue is sorting out which order of operation to manage first. It takes work to find health, and it takes work to keep the peace lily alive too. Hi, Lori. Hi, Mr. Tito. I get that and thanked mine. Also, on the other hand, my son came to me and said, Mom, please take that curse. What goes around comes around off of me. My daughter's driving me crazy. Yeah, no, sorry. You earned that one, honey. I love you. Good luck with that. Blaze, so looking forward to the interview. Yes, with Siobhan and with Dave. Finally, wouldn't allow me to chat. Hi. Seriously? It wouldn't allow you to chat? That is sad. Hi, and I guess bye now. Yeah, that's so funny. So, okay. I'm going to go now. Oh, look I stained my fingernail. My finger's a little bit brown and yellow. Black walnuts. I had numbered gloves on, and I was popping open the husks, and I poked a hole in the glove with my nail. So my finger is like green and brown. It's not too, and this thumbnail a little bit popped too, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah. Anyways, okay, I'm really going to go now. I wanted to be on for about half an hour. It's been about a half an hour. So, yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. It's a little quiet. I need to go find the children too. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little bit today. I'm sorry it's short. If you are in my VIPs, I will see you 2 times tomorrow. If you're not, come check us out over on the Mighty Network, because we have a lot of fun over in our VIPs. Cindy, thank you. You too. Have a great night, everybody. I love you, and I'll see you guys later.